Okay, so this question here wants me for each of the equations below to solve algebraically, showing all steps. Okay, so let's have a look at B. So for B, I want to have a look here at k on 4 plus 9 equals 10. Okay, so here I want to solve for the unknown, which is k. Okay, so I want to think of this left-hand side of this equation, which is here. What have I done, or how have I constructed that? And then I want to deconstruct it, or do the opposite. So I think I've got k, I divided by 4, then I added 9. Last thing I did here was I added 9. Okay, so I'm going to take 9 from both sides. So I have k on 4 plus 9, take 9, equals 10 take 9. So I've taken this 9 from both sides. Okay, so it's still equal. What I then simply need to do is I then think about that I've got k on 4, okay, and I've got positive 9 take 9, which gives me 0, so I don't need to put anything there, equals 10 take 9. 10 take 9 is 1. Okay, so again, I'm still looking here at trying to solve for this k. Okay, so to do this, I still think I have k and I divided by 4. Last thing I did on this side to construct the side was divide by 4. So to get rid of that 4, I multiply both sides by 4. K on 4 times 4 equals 1 times 4. Okay, these 4's basically cancel each other out, and I end up with that k is equal to 1 times 4, which is 4. Okay, and so that's what k is equal to. Okay. Okay, so in terms of checking this, when I go through and do a check, okay, what I simply do is I look at the left-hand side of this equation, okay, and so the left-hand side is, I put k equals 4 into there, so I have 4 over 4 plus 9, okay, and so what that then gives me is, it gives me 1 plus 9, which is equal to 10, which is equal to my right hand side of my equation, and so therefore it's okay. Okay, and that's how I do my check. Okay, let's have a look at now D. Okay, so with D, okay, we have 3a take 8 equals 3. Okay, so what we do is we figure, okay, what am I looking for here? In this instance, I'm wanting to solve for a. So here I think, how did I construct this side, and how do I then deconstruct it, or do the opposite? I started with a, I took 8, and then I multiplied everything by 3. Last thing I did was I multiplied everything by 3. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Okay? And so the way I can show dividing both sides by 3 is putting that over 3 and putting that over 3. Right? What actually ends up happening is when I divide both sides by 3, I end up with a take 8 equals 1. Okay, because all I need to think of is if I have this and I divide by 3, because multiplying by 3 was the last thing I did, I eliminate that 3. Okay, and that's why I'm dividing both sides by 3. Okay, I then think, again, I look at, okay, I'm trying to solve for a. Okay, so again I think, okay, I have a, I take 8. Last thing I did was take 8. To do the opposite of that, I add 8 to both sides. A take 8 plus 8 equals 1 plus 8. Okay, so I've added 8 to both sides here. Okay, I have a, I've got negative 8 plus 8, which is 0, which I don't need to show, is equal to 1 plus 8, which is 9. And so that's my answer there. Okay, then I can go through and do a check, okay, where I look at the left-hand side of my equation, and the left-hand side of my equation is 3 times a take 8. I sub a into here, okay, and so I end up with 3 times 9 take 8. I use my BOMDAS, so my brackets first, so it's 3 times 1, which equals 3, right, which actually equals my right hand side, So that's okay, and I can put a little check mark next to it that I've checked it and it actually works. Okay.